And Princess Sharon has been a member now in how long?
Maybe 3 years.
3 years.
More than that.
More than that.
It was
Definitely more than that.
It just feels like more than that.
For us.
And as I say, last year she managed to do a wonderful reply. So, Princess Sharon, the floor is yours.
Thank you. It is a very great honour being English and being given the task of reply to the laddies. So, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed members of Kilbarchan Whisky Society. I've brought my girls with me. They're not here just for the catering and the washing up. But I must apologise to them. They thought they were coming to speed dating. I also told them there were handsome men here. More bore. Obviously I lied. But they are good sports, honestly. They will be offering lap dances later. Olivia charges extra because she can still do the splits. So, I've recently worked out why I'm still single after 6 years in Scotland. Doesn't matter how many naked pictures I send.
She's not lying.
They see the name Princess and it's a red flag. And they think she's fucking hard work. I got called pretty today. Well, actually, the whole statement was you're pretty annoying, but I like to focus on the positive. We say men say size matters, but ladies, I ask you, have you ever seen a 3-inch dildo?
I'm not answering that.
You will be pleased that I will not be using the C word tonight. I will just refer to him as my ex-husband. And I'll give you a couple of examples of why I actually got divorced. So I was married for a long time, and sex was normally a drunken event. And he comes home the one night from the pub, and he's feeling a bit fruity. And there I am playing dead as usual. But he starts talking about money. He's offering me money. And normally, when he goes out, he's got lots of money. And I'm thinking, do you know, if I raid his pockets when he's drunk, I can make a bit of money. So there he is offering me some money. And all of a sudden, I wake up and he's going there. Come on, love, you know, give me a blowjob and I'll give you all the money in my pocket. So there you go. I do the deed. I'm on £600 now, so it only lasted 2 minutes. So I've made 20 quid. And I'm thinking, do you know, those shoes are worth it. So. And he empties his pocket. And I made fucking 67 pence. I couldn't even get a refund because I'd swallowed the evidence. And there was another occasion, again he comes home drunk and he's a bit fruity. So we're doing the business as you do. He's going home, oh, you're a bit tight. And I think, oh, that's a compliment. And he's there, where are your fucking tips? I'm going, you're on my back, dear. As Robert Burns said, oh, would some power the gift give us to see ourselves as others see us. A Kilbarchan husband remembers the exact dram he had at wedding in 2008, but forgets anniversaries and birthdays. Husbands think marriage is a partnership where she does all the thinking and organising and he just helps when instructed. Kilbarchan men appreciate whisky, just not a woman's time or effort. And the men who are single because they cannot find a lassie who will put up with their shite, which is proof women do learn from experience. And then there's the boyfriends. It's not just husbands who swear marriage changes nothing and immediately stop doing everything they did while courting. Remember this for the courting lads. Once you're married, blowjobs are for birthdays or Christmas. Not both. To the men of the Kilbarchan Whisky Society, these are the men who gather to appreciate whisky. But it's an excuse to sit in a circle, sniff, swirl, and pretend they know what nuance means. Like Burns himself, they claim to be lovers of poetry and truth, yet still cannot detect when someone is annoyed with them. They'll describe a dram as complex, challenging, and not for everyone, which is exactly how Burns described many of his lovers, and indeed many of these men could also be considered complex, challenging, and not for everyone. Kilbarchan men in this society swirl their glass like philosophers, pause dramatically and announce, "This reminds me of a walk along the beach."
That's another immortal memory.
No, it's just shit you'll never forget.
They insist whisky improves with age, and so do they apparently too. They will spend serious money on a single bottle while still claiming they're not fussy at all. They insist whisky is about patience and appreciation, yet these are the same men who get restless when waiting more than 30 seconds for you to get ready. So, men love whisky because it makes them feel wise. In reality, it makes them louder and convinced they're about to say something profound. A Kilbarchan man, after 3 drams, believes he is excellent company, repeats himself, and brings up the football for absolutely no fucking reason. And after enough drams, the men will swear blind they are misunderstood, underappreciated, and sensitive enough to cry at Braveheart. They'll start sentences with "no offence but," and then say something that absolutely requires an offence. You are proof that confidence is not the same as competence, and opinions are not facts, and that silence is sometimes the greatest gift a man can give. So, ladies and gentlemen, raise your glasses to the men of the Kilbarchan Whisky Society who think drinking whisky in a room somehow makes them philosophers. And as the English say, slain to my hath.